What's up, guys? San Diego real estate agent Jeff Lozadas here, and what we got lined up today is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath home in East Chula Vista, Eastlake to be exact. So let's go check it out. And before we walk in, let me give you some of my ideas before walking in here. Generally, I kind of don't like the value play on these properties here because they kind of pack too much into a small space. And especially with the land that you have here between your property lines. So, yeah, I'm not seeing a whole bunch of value, especially on this one, because we've got about 2,015 square feet, and they're trying to pack 4 bedrooms into that space. So, automatically, I don't think we're going to feel that nice, large, open, usable area for you. But then again, that's kind of my opinion, but that's just what I have going into this. But like I tell all my clients, what it says on the book value, I wouldn't really make decisions off of that. I always tell you guys to see the book values, schedule the time, and let's go into the house, walk through it, see with our own eyes, and feel what we feel. And that'll be the real determinant if you like it or don't like it. So let's go check this one out, all right? Let's go see what we got here. I'm kind of liking this this long drive-through, this long walk-through into the front door. So this will be good because when you're hosting any Halloween parties, you get to scare the kiddies or just set up all your decorations like right here. So this is always kind of fun. So let's go inside. All right, what do we got here? So, kitchen, dining room, dining area, and then family room. I am liking all of this because you've got plenty of windows, and this is your southern exposure right here. So you're gonna get daylight the entire time, and I'm liking just this space here, and don't mind how we stage the property. I still like this concept. It's very open and very inviting, and as long as you keep your dining table kind of like this size right here, where it's not overbearing, you can still have good flow of the entire space. So I can still get around, I can still use the table, and I still feel like I don't feel like we're closed off or anything like that. And having that desk right there, that's kind of a nice touch. It could have been just an open area, but luckily that was built out. And this is what I like here is the kitchen. I mean, I'm a sucker for having island kitchens right here because there's so much more utility. I mean, you could do your food prep here, do your cooking over here, and you have your dishes stacked up right here. So you've got that trifecta of fridge, stove, sink right here. It's always in a triangle. And with this extra island, you just have more utility. And of course, when you're entertaining, from here, let's say you're slaving away cooking the steak for everybody, you can still entertain your guests here at the dining area, and you can still talk to your guests over there in the family area, family room area. So that's what I like about this open concept area. And part of that preconceived idea that had coming in was this space is a little bit too small. Well, I kind of take it as this space is just right for entertaining guests and for running your day-to-day lives. And it actually has good flow. So the house has proved me wrong, which is good. So next up, let's go check out this backyard here. So I'm liking this. We got a covered patio, so you got your private balcony up top, which is nice. We'll see that in a little bit. But I kind of like this, and this is just, I don't know if this is designed or if it was just, what do you call it? If it was just done out of a mistake. But you've got this like shrubbery wall right here, which creates a lot of privacy between you and your neighbor down below, which is kind of cool. And then because it's a southern exposure, we're almost at midday right now. So this is the kind of sun you're gonna get during the middays throughout the entire year, which is kind of cool. So let's see, you know what? I'm kind of getting this like Caribbean private cabana kind of feel, because you've got like this covered patio, you've got that privacy wall. So what I'm feeling here is I have my own little slice of the world, and I feel very private, but then I have all of this open sky all to me, which is, it feels really cool. Like, I don't want to be reminded that there's neighbors down there, so that's why I kind of like this private cabana kind of feel. So let's go check out what's on the inside of the house. So this is the garage, and there's not that, garages aren't that interesting most of the time. But what's interesting here is you've got this right here is you've got like a brand new epoxy. Well, I don't know if it's brand new, but it looks brand new to me. And you've got plenty of like sparkle sprinkles. I know that's not the technical term, but you've got a whole bunch of the sparkle sprinkles in there just to make it look nice. For you, the new buyer, you're not inheriting someone's garage with all their old like oil stains or all the old cracks and scuffs and all that. So that's kind of a good thing. I like that. There's some value. And here is something that's the money maker for a lot of people here in the area, is having a downstairs bedroom as part of the home. Oh, and part of that is a lot of these bedrooms weren't designed as bedrooms. They were just designed as dens or offices downstairs. So there's a lot of that stuff going on, but luckily for you guys, you do have this real dedicated bedroom. And I'll show you why in a second. But I like the space. I mean, there's nothing, it's not too large, not too small. I'm thinking it's like 9 by 10 or so. But I like how there's windows facing the front, and you still have a rolling closet. So again, not too much going on here, not too much frills, but it's still a dedicated bedroom downstairs, and this is why. Because you've got this real bathroom. Now, I'm not just talking about a sink and a toilet, you're actually talking about a real stand-up shower, a stand-up shower in your bedroom. That's what makes a dedicated bedroom downstairs, is having that real shower kind of attached to the bedroom. So that's always a good thing. Very, very highly desirable for a lot of folks. So investment-wise, I like this. So let's go go upstairs. Oh, and if you notice too, we've got a lot of the hardwood floors. This might be laminate, but the previous owners did a really good job of maintaining it. So if you can see here, it looks really good. Versus the opposite of that is, if it wasn't maintained, you'd see a lot of scratches, a lot of dings, and even some water damage from the seams. So you'll see like seam bubbles where they'll curl up a little bit, and it just makes it look tired and old and used. So none of that here. All of that wood flooring that you saw is in pristine condition. So walking up here, this is what I like too, is having this open loft area. It's open to the stairs, but I love having this because when you come up the stairs, it feels more inviting to be upstairs now. Instead of just walking into a hallway and then you hit the doors, you walk up here and then you hit the linen closets and you have this other loft area. So you can do a whole bunch of stuff like this. We staged it to be like a second living room area. So maybe it's like your quiet area for reading. You could set it up as a second living room, and let's say you want the kids to have their own little space for like video games or homework. Here it is. If you want your home office to be in this loft area, so you could put up bookshelves and like a desk lamp. Perfect. So I always like this open loft right here. So I think that this gives me a lot of value. I wasn't expecting this because, like I said, packing all 4 bedrooms into 2,000 square foot space is always a challenge, but somehow they were able to do it and have enough room to have a loft. So let's go over to the master. Oh man, this master. What am I thinking here? You know what I'm thinking? Which is exactly how they designed it. I'm thinking that the entire focus of this master is to enjoy your southern exposure view to Chula Vista right here. So we'll go with that out there in a second, but just having this arrangement lets in so much light that when you're in bed and it's time to get up, you're gonna feel like refreshed and ready to tackle the day because you've got like so much light coming in. So that's always a plus. And then as we go over here, you've got the Spanish tile, which is kind of a nice touch. And you've got your stand-up shower and bath and a walk-in closet right over here. Yeah, so you've got your walk-in closet here. Nothing too exciting, but you've got different zones. So for like a married couple or just 2 people, you can separate out who gets what. So flip of a coin, rock, paper, scissors, you guys decide. But I'm liking all of this space here. And also too, is I just got an email. Anyway, what I like too is I like having these 2 separate zones, 2 separate sinks, and I like how it's tapered off or in a step formation, just so it's not like one continuous piece. So it just makes it feel like this is my spot and this is your spot, and then this is all the common area. So little things. So let's go check out that balcony. All right, so here we are at the balcony. Oh man, I am liking this. I think this is probably the focal point of the, it's got to be the focal point of the whole house because as you, the homeowner, this is going to be your master bedroom, and this is your view. All right, this is your own private retreat. I can easily see like morning coffees up here, or when it's warm in the summer, you can be reading your books in here, having some wine. I mean, this is like your own space. It's even separated from the common area from the rest of your house. It's just your private patio, and I like this. I really like this part because it really feels like it really feels like I'm in my own pocket, my own piece of my own little world is like right here between on the patio and the master bedroom. So let me give you a little bit of perspective of where we're at. So if you can kind of see right as I'm pointing, that is Olympic Parkway right there. Olympic Parkway runs west to east, or east to west, so you know what I mean. So if you look down that road right there, if during sunsets, the sunset is going to be just right of that on most parts of the year. So you're going to get sunset views right behind this tree or just to the left or right of it. Oh, it's going to look awesome here. So you're going to enjoy a lot of sunset views throughout the year, and this is your own private space to do that. So that's kind of cool. So let's go into the rest of the upstairs. So we have bedroom 2 right here. And this space is a little bit bigger than that downstairs bedroom. And it has kind of that same view, like right out to the front door. But I am liking how, I don't know if you can see this, but it's got small cutouts like on this side of the window and cutouts right here. So now you can set up like bookshelves, and you can put up shelving so you can put pictures and other belongings there, along with putting your bed right here, or maybe even against a wall. So there's some possibilities here, but what I like about this is there's so much light, even during the midday, there's just so much light coming in. So this is bedroom number, we'll just call this one bedroom number 2. And you've got this, oh, this is kind of cool. So having an upstairs living room, an upstairs laundry room is always convenient. But the cool thing is you've got so much room, and the way washers and dryers are coming along, they're getting bigger and better. So you've got enough space like here and here for like a washer and dryer. I mean those big ones, right? The one that everybody wants. But along with that, you still have the soaking basin right here. Oh man, this is awesome. So if you got some really dirty clothes, you can just let them soak right here, and then stick them in the machines. And then when you're all done with that, then you've got your folding area right here. So you never have to leave and just get it done, like all right here. And it's all upstairs. So once you're all done, pack your clothes, bring it over to the next bedroom, which brings us over to bedroom number 3. Down this long hallway, again, it's got that southern exposure. It's always going to be pretty bright in here. There's this one compared to bedroom number 2. This is more of a complete box with a small like little receiving area right here, but this one is going to have a little bit more square footage. Yeah, this one's going to have a little bit more square footage overall. So I'd say out of all the bedrooms, except for the master, this is probably the biggest of the bedrooms, 2, 3, and the downstairs. So, and you also get that southern exposure view, which is going to be awesome. So you can enjoy sunsets from here as well. So let's go back out here to the loft area. So what I like about this this second story area is it's actually surprising to me, because like I said, you've got this loft area. Yes, there's a big receiving area or like a second living room area. But then you've got bedrooms number 2 and 3 behind you, but you've got that long hallway that kind of separates them. So, I mean, wow, just to really pack in 4 bedrooms into this space, but do it in a way where every bedroom has their own different zone. Oh, geez. So kudos to the builder on this one, very well thought out. So that concept that I thought was, you know, maybe they packed too many bedrooms into a smaller space. No, I'm not feeling that. The house has proved me wrong again. So I'm liking this for value and for light and for daily living, because you're not going to feel compact. You're going to feel comfortable because everyone's got their own space, and you're not running into each other all the time. And when you need to separate, you can, because there's just different zones throughout the whole house. So hopefully you've enjoyed just kind of walking through and kind of hearing me rant on about what we have. But if you have any questions about this house or any houses similar to it, feel free to reach out to us at agent619.com, or just give a quick call or text message, and I'll leave all that info in the comments below. So, who would buy this house if this house isn't my personal preference? As a family man of 3 with a wife and dog, I need space in different house zones. But hey, that's me, and it's not my clients, and it's not necessarily you either. So I can't assume just because my preference isn't supported by this house that this is a bad house. No way. Every house has its quirks, and every house has its pluses and minuses. And maybe the ideal buyer would be like a 3-person family who like kind of travels a lot and doesn't want to be burdened with the weekly garden maintenance. Or perhaps it's like a 2-person family with dogs who love to play in the large open areas of the park just up the street. I mean, it's too hard to tell. And you know, that's the challenge, isn't it? I mean, as an agent, how can I support a house that I necessarily don't like, but be okay with it by supporting my client's decision to buy this house? You know what it's called? It's called customer service, which means you, the buyer's agent, puts the needs of the client above all else. And in that case, I have to navigate a very fine line by pointing out some initial advantages and disadvantages with the property, then allow my clients to kind of digest the input and allow them to come up with their own opinions. I mean, ultimately, they decide to buy the house or not. Because remember, it's not my money. It's not my house. Who am I to dictate how someone else is to live their life? So what's the deeper idea to all this? So I may not prefer this house or that house, but I will give you my input. But it's not to persuade you to buy this house or that house just so I can pick up a commission check. Oh, no. That's called manipulation, buddy. Besides, realtor ethics standards and fiduciary role that I play look down upon that activity. So not surprisingly, I believe in karma and in doing what's right. So I'm gonna give you my input, even if it dismisses a home and kind of prolongs the house hunting period. And it's just a matter of time before we find the right home. But finding that right home that fits your lifestyle, your budget, and your home ownership dreams. So I believe by giving you my honest opinion and delivering you the objective data points, that way you can make a good decision for yourself or your family. And it is ultimately my job to set you up for success. Because if I were in your shoes, I would sure want my trusted buyer's agent to tell me the truth, then back off so I can make a good educated decision. So if you want this scenario in your house hunting adventures, I would like to invite you to kind of reach out to us at agent619.com so we can begin your home ownership journey together. You know what? Yeah, I enjoy making this content, and I just want to say thank you for your time in following our journey of service and education through San Diego real estate, and I appreciate your time with us. Thank you.